Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 167. Welcome. Well, I have 4 finished objects, looking down my notes, 4 finished objects to show you today, and 4 works in progress. So let's get started. Okay, so for my first finished object, this goes along with the Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge that is being hosted by Christy of Tea Doddles and Christy of Crochet Creations by Christy. For the month of August, it was the Dog Days of Summer Challenge, and you're supposed to do an animal-themed project. And so I did this bookmark. It is the Dachshund-themed Dachshund bookmark, and it is a free pattern by Fran Scary. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but something like that. I will link it in the description box below where you can find the pattern. But anyway, isn't he cute? He does have an ear. It kind of blends in with the same color of yarn that I use. You could do the ear in a coordinating color so it would stand out. But anyway, I just used some baby yarn scrap ball that I had, and I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, it is a Bernat Softy Baby. Yeah, in that marled print, I guess, where it's kind of a marbled tan and white. But anyway, there is my little bookmark, and this will be going in the box that I'm going to be sending to Amber of Ooh Ah Crochet for her Garfield along. So that is the charity make-along that she's having for to benefit the elementary school in her area, but also, I mean, you can participate in it and send something to a local charity, and you still get credit for it if you post pictures on her Facebook page. So anyway, I will be sending this along to her. Okay, so that is finished object number 1. Finished object number 2 is preemie hat number 3 for the month of August. This, I made another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle hat. This, I made the purple one this time, which is Donatello, I think. So I think he turned out pretty good. I think one of my eyes is a little bit not as rounder than it's supposed to be. I just kind of winged the eye, the eye parts. So anyway, I think it turned out pretty cute. So I've got one more to make, of course, in the series. I think I've done the red one, the orange one, and now the purple one, and now I need to do the blue one. So. And then after that, I will go on to a different type of animal hat. But anyway, these are all going to be donated for the Halloween hat drive that is one of the area hospitals here for their NICU, for their preemie babies that are in the NICU during the month of October. And so this is the 3rd one. I'm challenging myself to make 3 per month up to October, so I will have 30 to donate. And so this is the 3rd one for August. So now I have only 6 more to go. I have 3 for September and 3 for October before I donate them. So anyway, that is finished object number 2. That is a pattern. Did I write it down? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Brooke Rabideau is the name of the designer, and I will put a link in the description box where you can get that pattern. Okay, number 3 finished object is the Sunny Days Beach Bag. This is the bag crochet along that I've been hosting with some members of my Facebook group and also here on YouTube, anybody that wanted to join in. And so I did finish it, and I posted a video on Tuesday showing how I lined it. Kind of an interesting way that I did. Well, I think it's interesting. I've never done it before, but I think it turned out good. I lined it with a pillowcase, so that's an idea for lining. If you want to check out how I lined it and how I did it, then check out that video. I will post a link to that one in the description box below. But anyway, here is my beach bag. Let me step back here. I don't know if you can't see all of it. But anyway, here is the beach bag. Now, the original pattern did have 3 sections instead of 2 of this zigzag design, but I ran out of this hot pink color, and so I wanted to continue my color scheme, and I ran out of it, and I didn't want to buy another big skein of this hot pink for two rounds of this striping, not stripe, zigzag. And so I decided to go ahead and end it off right there. But I mean, it still is a large, you can't see, but it is a large bag and very roomy. Now I'll show you the inside. The straps that I use, it's all tangled there, is a cotton webbing. It's just something that they had on sale at Hobby Lobby, and so I thought, well, it's a good color for it, and I think it's going to be real sturdy. So that's what I use for the straps. Anyway, there is my lining, and like I said, it is a pillowcase. It is a king-size pillowcase. And if you want to know all about this lining and how I come to be using this, then check out the video that I posted on Tuesday. I will link it below. But anyway, there is my Sunny Days beach bag, which I won't use it for the beach. I will use it as a project bag. I did put plastic canvas in the bottom to help kind of help shape it, shape it a little bit. So anyway, that's finished object number 3. Okay, and finished object number 4 is my Whip Wall Wednesday project. I finished it, and so I wanted to go ahead and show it on here as a finished object. So here it is, just a granny square blanket, and I used the join as you go method that I've done a tutorial on. And so I just did it 7 squares across, and they're 4-row granny squares. I did 7 rows across and 6 rows down. And I'm going to use this probably, I was talking in the Whip Wall Wednesday video saying that I was going to use this as just something to put on my legs, like when I'm sitting at my computer during the winter. It's small, but it is a plenty good size, good size for that. So that's what I'm going to be using it for. So that is finished. Okay, so next, let's see, is my works in progress. Okay, so for the works in progress, let's see, what do I want to talk about first? Okay, so since last week I finished my Kermit blanket, now I am on to the Winnie the Pooh blanket. Now this is part of a big project that's going to be upcoming, items that I'm going to be making. So I'll talk about that in the upcoming, but anyway, this is part of it. And as you know, the Winnie the Pooh blanket that I'm going to be making, it is a character from the classic Winnie the Pooh. I think I've been showing you a couple of episodes ago a picture of it because I was excited about getting started with it. I will put in a picture right here to show you what that is going to be looking like. Okay, so that is the Pooh blanket that I'm going to be working on. I did get it started, and just like all my Grafgans that I work on, it's hard to hold up my works in progress on those because of the bobbins that are connected to it. So I just laid it out, took a picture of it, and so I will insert a picture here to show you how much I've gotten done on it so far. Okay, so that is my progress on the Winnie the Pooh blanket. I did get that pattern off of Etsy, and I will link it below where you can purchase the pattern. It's only a couple of dollars, like $2.60 or something like that. It's less than $3. And so the person that it's going to be going to has a nursery theme of the classic Winnie the Pooh. So when I saw that blanket, I thought, oh, I have to make that to give to her for a gift. Okay, so let's see, what can I say? Oh, I'm using a G hook, which is a 4mm hook. I am doing it in worsted weight yarn. The blue background of that pattern is, okay, so this is the blue I'm using. Now I received this yarn, 2 big skeins of it from Jonna. She sent me some Happy Mail a few episodes back. I showed it to you, and I said that I was going to use this for that baby elephant blanket that I also have in my list of to-dos soon. But that baby is not due until New Year's, so I have a little bit before I have to start that one. Anyway, I was going to use this blue for that, but I thought it was such a good color that it would be perfect for that Winnie the Pooh blanket. So I'm going to be using it for that first. And then I will, if I need to buy some more of this, I will buy some more and use it on the baby elephant blanket also. But anyway, this is Lion Brand Pound of Love. Yeah, Pound of Love. And it is in the colorway Bluebell. And it's very pretty. It's a blue, but it's got a little bit of a purple tinge to it. I think it's very pretty. So thank you, Jonna, for sending me this yarn. I'm going to be putting it to good use. Okay, so that is the background color. The yellow color, I went through the yellow yarns that I have, and this one I thought was a good Winnie the Pooh color, and I believe it's called Corn Silk, and it's like Red Heart with Love, I think. I don't have it in here with me. It's connected to my work over there. But anyway, that's what I'm using. And then I'm outlining using a brown outline color for the image of Pooh, and that is I think it's called Chocolate, but it's a big skein of yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby, the Crafter's Secret. Okay, so let's go on to works in progress number 2 is the Perfect Pocket shawl by Sonia Hood. And last week I showed you that I got the main body of the shawl finished. I'm using Lion Brand Heartland in the colorway Grand Canyon. And so I got the body finished. I showed you that last week. And I also showed you last week that I had gotten one of the pockets done right here. And so now I am working on the second pocket. I started the second pocket this week, and I got all of it done except I have to do the top part that's the solid rows again on top of this lacy section. So I have about 6 rows or something to go, something like that. And then it'll be finished, and then I will be attaching the pockets to the shawl and then cutting the fringe for the ends of the shawl. I will put in a picture right here of the what the finished project is supposed to look like. Okay, so that is the finished, that's what it's going to look like, hopefully. Okay, let's see. So the next works in progress is going to be an upcoming tutorial. A few weeks ago, I had talked about that Crystal of Chronically Crocheting was going to do a tutorial on this project. It's like an activity ball for babies. Really super cute, and she contacted me, asked me if I would do the tutorial for it, and the designer was okay with me doing it. And she just said that with her health, she was having trouble with her health, and so she said she just wasn't up to doing the tutorial, but she wanted to have the tutorial done because it's such a great pattern. And so I said sure, I would do it. And so I'm preparing for that. I'm not sure exactly when it'll all be up. It probably will turn into some sort of a crochet along. I'm thinking it's got lots of pieces to it, and so and like I said, it's a big ball that's got 12 sides. So it's, what is that, a dodecagon? If I know my geometry right. But anyway, here's a picture of that educational baby ball, I think it's called. Okay, so that pattern is by Patricia Heller, and it is a free pattern. She did an awesome job designing this ball, and I can't believe she's offering it for free because it's very detailed. So anyway, I'm getting started with that, so then I can start filming the tutorial. I will do it in parts because there's something on each of those sides of that ball. So I'm just working on the panels right now. But I will do a tutorial showing you how to do one of them, and then you have to do 12 of them. But anyway, here is the first one I made. Now, if you watched Crystal's pattern or video where she showed the ball, I will try to find that episode that Crystal did video where she was showing the ball that she made, and I will link it down below because it's awesome. She did an awesome job on hers. It turned out very large. She told me that she did it in worsted weight yarn, and so I'm going to be doing it in DK weight or baby yarn, the number 3 weight. The same thing I'm doing with the Rudolph character. Well, they're not here. I know I'm pointing them. They're in the other room. But anyway, the Rudolph characters that I'm doing, the little yarn, and I'm doing in a 3mm hook because I'm trying to make it as small as I can. So that's what I'm using. So anyway, here is the first one, and as you can see, it is a 5-sided figure. And you have to do, you're supposed to do, you don't have to, but I'm doing a different color for each one. So I have to find 12 colors. So I'm hoping that I have all that. I think so. It doesn't take very much. I did weigh, after I made this one section, and I weighed it, and it only took me 7 grams of yarn using the hook that I'm doing and the small yarn that I'm using. So it would be different for everybody. You'd have to weigh it and find out. But anyway, that's how much I needed to make one. And so I've made this orange, and then I've made this one. It's kind of a dark pink sort of color, rose dark pink something. Anyway, so I've made 2. So I need to make 10 more. And like I said, I will do a tutorial while I'm making one of them to show you how to do it, and then you'll have to make 12 of them. But anyway, I'm started working on that, preparing for the tutorial. I'm hoping I will be able to get this done, we'll be working on it in September, because I do know that a few people told me that they wanted to do this along with me, or you know, when I do the tutorial. And then so I know for sure there's one person that wanted to do it for a Christmas gift. So so I just wanted to let everybody know that I started working on it, and so be looking for that. I think it'll be fun. It's so cute. Okay, so that is works in progress number 3. Okay, works in progress number 4 is my Rudolph character. Let me find the box. I have it right here. This is the kit, and I'm making right here. I am making Bumble right here on the end. See that? Okay, so he is turning out large. Here is his body, and I should have brought one of the characters in here to show you, you know, like Yukon Cornelius comes up to like here or something, and he's a big character, so he is really big. So I've made his feet and his body, and you know, including the head, it's all one piece. Okay, well, you do the feet separate and then connect them together, and then you go up doing one piece. Okay, so there's that part. I have done I started working on his arm right here. It's not stuffed but that is like that. And so now I'm at the point where I need to change color, and I will go to this blue. It's just a part of a Lime Brand cupcake, I think is what it came from. But anyway, it's the blue that I'm using. And so I need to attach this and make his hands, okay? And his hand, rather, one hand. And then this will be finished, and then I gotta make then I have to make the other arm. So I have this much for the hands and his face features, but I should have plenty because the hands don't look like it takes that much yarn. So no, you can see him right there. So anyway, he is coming along, and this is, well, September the 1st is Tuesday, so I have a little bit to go on it before I run into the next month. So we'll see if I get it finished. I'm supposed to have it finished this month, so we'll see. But the next character, sneak peek, the next character is the little doll right there of the Misfit Toys, and she is going to be very small, so I don't think it's going to take me very long to make her. So that should get me back on schedule. Okay, so that is works in progress number 4. Okay. Okay, so now let's go on to upcoming. So I just made Whip Wall Wednesday episode number 15. that right? Let me check on that. Yes, right? 14, 15, yes. I made Whip Wall Wednesday episode number 15 yesterday. I will link it below in the description box. So in that episode, I announced that Whip Wall Wednesday is going to be going on the whip wall for a little bit. Just probably for September and October, I'm going to let it rest a little bit instead of going on to my next project, which I'm very excited about, picking that project up and finishing it, you know, continuing on and finishing it. So, and I talked about that, what it's going to be in my Whip Wall Wednesday episode. But anyway, amongst my friends, there's some babies that are going to be born soon, or like several of them. And so I want to do some baby gifts. The Winnie the Pooh blanket is one of them. So I want to, Whip Wall Wednesday is going to take a break just so that I could get these projects done, because the babies will not wait to be born. So for me to finish the projects, and so I want to do them so that I can give them as gifts. Okay, so for the first set or first group, it's going to be a blanket and an amigurumi for each. Okay, well, the first one is the Winnie the Pooh blanket, which I already showed you the picture of what that's going to look like. Okay, well, to go along with that Winnie the Pooh I found a pattern for an Eeyore, but the classic Eeyore, not the Disney Eeyore. And so I will put in a picture here of the little amigurumi Eeyore that I want to make to go along with that blanket. Isn't that cute? So that is a pattern I found on Ravelry, but it's free pattern. You can get it off of there. I will see if there's a direct link to the website where that pattern is, and I will link it down below. But the designer is called Fuzz Poppy, something like that. So anyway, that Eeyore, I want to make it to go along with the Winnie the Pooh blanket. Okay, so the next baby that I'm going to be doing a gift for, the theme for that one is jungle animals, and so I found a super cute blanket. Well, okay, so when she said jungle animals, immediately I was like, oh, now I can make that elephant I've been wanting to make. And so I'm going to be making another Jess Huff pattern. It's Esther the elephant. I have not ever made her. This is going to be for a baby boy, so I may have to rename him something like Edward the elephant, or Ezekiel the elephant, or something. Edwin, I don't know. Eugene, I don't know. Something with an E. But anyway, I'm going to start working on Esther the elephant, patterned by Jess Huff, and I showed a picture of Esther over on my Facebook group, and there was several people that jumped in and said, yes, I want to make it with you. And I did have some requests that I would do it kind of like the way I did the Rudolph one that I just did, where I did it in parts and we kind of did it together as a crochet along. So I'll take a poll, or well, I'm going to ask you here. How's that? Do you prefer me to do it that way, to divide up the parts and do kind of a tip video for each one, and then go from there as far as we kind of do it together in parts? Or do you prefer me just to say, start off doing it and doing it your own pace, and when you're done, show pictures? Either way, those that are more experienced with amigurumi, if they get excited with the project and they want to finish it right out of the bat and not wait to do the parts, that's fine. But however you all prefer it. I can do it in parts, or we can do it all at once, just kind of on our own, or we can do it both and just let people do their own speed like we did the Rudolph one. So what do y'all think about that? I would appreciate the feedback and see what y'all think, because I don't want to like drag it out long if you're thinking, oh, come on, I want to go ahead and do it, or so what do y'all think? Do y'all like it that way, or prefer it be done a different way, let me know. Okay, so so for the blanket that I want to go along with Esther the elephant, or whatever the E name is going to be, is a granny square type stitch blanket that I have been looking at for quite a while, and I thought, oh, this is a perfect excuse for me to make it. And so it is, let's see, it's called, I'm not sure, giraffe blanket granny stitch. I can't remember the name of it, but I will put it in the put a link to it in the description box below. It is by the Passionate Crafter, and I will pop in a picture. I hear the dog running around back there. Okay, so I will pop in a picture here of that blanket. Isn't that cute? So it's like a granny stitch blanket, but then in the center it's got the head of a giraffe, and I thought it was so cute. And so originally I thought, well, I would just do it in boy type colors. You know, I do the giraffe and then white around the giraffe, just like the pattern. But then I would change colors and use like blues and greens and browns, maybe with some white. But then I remembered that last year, I think, the Hobby Lobby clearance sale, I have like 7 skeins of this Baby Bee Sweet Delight blue baby camo. See that right there? And I was thinking that maybe I could use this, but then calculate like how many rounds to do, because this is, let's see, is this a 3 weight or 4? It is, I'm looking. Oh, a 3 weight. Okay, so it's baby blanket, baby weight. It's not worsted weight. And so once you do the granny stitch, then you just make it as long, you know, as you want it, as big as you want it. And so I'll see how it's going, and then I may do like 3 or 4 rows of this, because I know it's just a multicolor thing, variegated. And then I would do like a row or 2 maybe in white, and then go back to this. I'm thinking, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that would be good? Use this variegated instead of each row a separate color, or 2 rows or whatever, and like striped, it would be more of this. But then break it up a little bit with white, a white round or whatever, or 2, 1 or 2, before going back to this again. So that's what I'm thinking about. And of course the giraffe head is in the middle. But anyway, what do y'all think? I think that'll look pretty good, right? Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking, and if I don't like it, then I can always change and go to, like I said, greens and blues and browns, or kind of like jungle color. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, so that is my project to go along with Esther the elephant, is this giraffe granny square. I think it'd be really cute, granny square blanket. So anyway, so I have those 2 big projects to do, plus the baby ball, make sure nothing falls here, baby ball tutorial. And so I decided Whip Wall Wednesday would have to be on a little whip wall break, just for a couple of months until I get these done, because I really want to get them done. I think they'd be really cute, and I'm really anxious to give them these as gifts. So that's what my plans are going to be. But I will still be making videos, you know, I mean, I will probably replace Whip Wall Wednesday video with something, well, I'll be doing this tutorial and probably something else, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's my plans, and I hope that you will come along with me and watch my progress on all of these, because I think they're going to be really cute. So, and of course, anybody can feel free to join me in making them, or part of some of them, or whatever. Okay, so that is all upcoming. Okay, let's see, what else? Oh, and then I have another project that I just started, but I can't show it right now because it's part of a collaboration that somebody asked me to join. And so I'm looking forward to doing that, and so I'm preparing that project. So that project, I believe the video that for my part, will be coming out September the 16th. It's whatever that Wednesday is. I think it's September the 16th. So you'll find out about that on that date, so stay tuned. Okay, that is it for my projects that I've been working on. Now I want to talk about some viewers' projects. I have 3 people that sent me some pictures to share on my YouTube channel. The first one is from Carol Michaels. Hello, Carol. She sent me a picture of her granny scrap throw, or no, scrappy granny throw, the crochet along that we all did in the group beginning of the year. And so I will show you, let's see, let me show you her picture. I'll put it up right here. So that is Carol's scrappy granny throw. I really love the way it turned out, Carol. I think you did a great job on it. And then the next picture is from I got 2 pictures from Linda Hendren. Okay, and I hope I pronounced your last name right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But she sent me 2 pictures. She did the Sunny Days beach bag, so I will pop in a picture of her bag here. And as you can see, she did all 3 sections of her bag, so I think it turned out awesome. I love the colors. Okay, and she also sent me a picture of a filet crochet piece that she did that turned out awesome. And so I want to show that picture. I'll put that picture right here. Isn't that a beautiful square? I think that's so neat. I have done filet crochet a few times in the past. I did a table runner and a few things, and I think they're fun projects to do. So Linda, you did such a great job. I love that flower filet crochet project that you made, and your bag is awesome. Okay, and then the final picture to show you today is a project, is also the Sunny Days beach bag, and this was sent to me by Connie McNeely. Hi, Connie. And she wanted to share her bag, so let me show you. I'll put that picture here. And she also did the 3 sections, and I think her bag turned out wonderful as well. And she let me know, she told me that she put some pockets inside her liner, so that's awesome too. I love the way everybody's kind of making their bag their own way to suit their needs. I think that is an awesome thing. Very creative. So thank you, ladies, for sending in the pictures, and keep those pictures coming. And you know, as long as you give me permission, I will share them on here along with your name and give you credit for them. I love looking at everybody else's work. Okay, so I think that is it for that. So, oh, and I wanted to let you know, which I think you've seen it already, but I have reached the 10,000 marks here on the channel, and oh my goodness, 10,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I'm now over that now. A little. I think 10,048. So, oh, I appreciate it so much. It's such it's so neat. So thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, welcome to my new subscribers and those that have stayed with me from the beginning. I appreciate it so much. And I love reading your comments. I do try to answer them, at least with a heart, but I do read every one of them, and I try to answer as many as I can. And so thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I love sharing all my things that I make with all of y'all. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so and join the group. I have a Facebook group also that you can go over and join if you're on Facebook, and if you're not, feel free to send me pictures of your work to my email address. My email address is in the description box below. So I loved hearing from people. Now there is going to be a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I won't announce it as far as in the title of the video, you know, because I want to make sure that whoever wins is somebody that actually watches my videos and enjoys them, you know. Now, as far as a physical prize to be mailed out to the winner, it will be limited to U.S. residents, just because of the shipping. Everybody knows that the shipping is outrageous. But I do want it to be open to international people as well, as far as they're having a chance to win. So if you are chosen and you are out of the United States, then I will gift you an Etsy gift card. Okay, so that way you can spend anything on Etsy as long as you can get something off of Etsy. Then you'll be able to do that. But if you are in the United States, then I will be putting a package together, and so it will be upcoming in some video somewhere. So just be looking for it, and but it will be upcoming. Okay, so I think that is it. Everybody have a great weekend this weekend. Happy birthday to my husband today. And I think that's all. So everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.